Welcome, dear dreamer. Tonight you arrive at the edge of a quiet winter harbor, a place where the sea rests and the night breathes slowly. Take a gentle breath in and let it flow out without effort. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the day to drift away. You stand on a stone path beside the water. The air is cool, calm, and lightly salted. It carries the quiet scent of the sea at rest. Nothing sharp, nothing rushing. Before you, the harbor opens wide and still. The water is dark and smooth, like polished glass. Warm yellow lights glow from the houses along the shore. Their reflections stretch across the surface in long, trembling lines. Each reflection moves gently, not broken, not hurried, just breathing with the water. Small waves whisper against the edge of the harbor. They rise. They touch the stone. They retreat again, over and over. The sound is low and steady, a soft rhythm meant for rest, a rhythm your body recognizes without thinking. You breathe in, the water draws back. You breathe out, the wave returns quietly to the shore. Above you, the winter sky stretches deep and calm. Stars rest quietly in the darkness. Some shimmer faintly on the water below, slight, quiet winter stars learning to float. This harbor does not ask anything of you. It does not pull. It does not hurry. It simply holds the night open and warm. Tonight you will walk slowly along this harbor. You will listen to the water speak in whispers. You will let the steady lights guide your breath. You are safe here by the water, by the warmth, by the quiet winter stars. When you are ready, take a slow step forward and enter the harbor of quiet winter stars. You begin to walk slowly along the stone path beside the harbor. Each step feels deliberate and calm. Nothing urges you forward. The stones beneath your feet are cool and smooth. They hold the quiet memory of the day's cold air. A faint sheen of moisture rests on their surface. Soft reflections stretch across the ground. Gold from nearby lights breaks gently against the gray stone. The shapes move slowly, never sharp, never demanding attention. The air around you is cool and still. It carries a light trace of salt from the sea. The scent is clean and grounding. You breathe in gently. The cool air settles comfortably in your chest. You breathe out. Your breath drifts away without sound. Ahead of you, the harbor opens wider. The water is dark and calm. Its surface moves only when the smallest wave passes through. Wooden boats rest quietly along the dock. They are tied securely in place. Their hulls rise and fall, just enough to show the water is alive. Thick ropes loop around weathered posts. They are stiff with frost. They sway slightly as the boats move. A lantern stands near the edge of the pier. Its light glows warm and steady. It does not flicker or strain. The lantern's reflection stretches across the water. It bends gently with each ripple. Then it settles again into long lines of gold. You pause and listen. The harbor speaks softly. A small wave reaches the stone edge. It whispers, then it retreats. Another wave follows, and another. Each one arrives with the same gentle rhythm. There is no crash, no sudden sound, only repetition. The rhythm feels familiar. It feels like something your body remembers, something older than thought. You walk again. Your pace slows naturally. Your shoulders loosen without effort. Farther along the shore, houses line the water. Their windows glow with soft yellow light. Each window feels warm and distant. The reflections from the windows stretch across the harbor. They drift slowly with the water's movement. Gold trembles gently on deep blue-black waves. You walk beside these reflections. They move when you move. They rest when you rest. The harbor feels balanced. Light and dark exist together. Cold air and warm glow meet without conflict. A faint breeze brushes past your face. It carries the scent of damp wood and salt. Then it fades again. Nothing here presses against you. Nothing demands attention. Everything waits patiently. You breathe in. The water draws back slightly. You breathe out. The wave returns to the stone. Your breath begins to match the harbor's rhythm. Slow, even, unforced. You notice how still the boats remain, how quietly the ropes move, how steady the lanterns glow. Even the stars above seem calm. They rest in the dark winter sky. Some shimmer faintly on the water below. They appear. They disappear, like gentle thoughts drifting through your mind. You feel yourself growing heavier, not tired, just settled. Your steps carry less weight now. Your body trusts the path beneath you. Your breathing becomes deeper. The harbor curves gently ahead. The path leads toward a quieter stretch of shore. The water there looks even darker and calmer. You sense that this place is meant for rest, that the harbor has been waiting quietly, holding the night open. You continue walking, beside the water, beside the warm reflections. Each wave whispers. Each light steadies you. Each breath brings you closer to deeper calm. The winter harbor welcomes you fully now. It slows your thoughts. It softens your body. And it prepares you for the deeper stillness waiting ahead. You continue walking beside the harbor, moving closer to the water's edge. The stone path narrows slightly, guiding your steps into quieter space. The sounds around you soften even more. The water moves gently beside you. Small waves roll in and out with quiet patience. Each one touches the shore and pulls away again. The rhythm never changes. It does not hurry. It does not pause. You listen without effort. Your body understands the pattern. Your breath begins to follow it naturally. You breathe in slowly. The water draws back. You breathe out gently. The wave returns to the stone. This rhythm feels steady and safe. It feels like something you could listen to forever. The reflections on the water stretch longer here. Golden light from the houses drifts across the surface. Each reflection trembles softly as the waves pass through. The light never breaks. It only reshapes itself, then settles again. You notice how calm the harbor feels at this hour. The boats remain still. Their hulls barely move. Ropes lie heavy and relaxed against the posts. They creak softly from time to time. The sound blends easily into the night. A lantern stands farther along the pier. Its glow is dimmer here, more distant. The darkness around it feels gentle, not empty, not cold. You walk slowly past it. The light slips behind you. Another reflection appears ahead. The water here is darker, deeper, more still. Stars above shimmer faintly in the sky. Some appear briefly on the surface below, then fade as the water moves. They come and go without effort. like thoughts that no longer need your attention. A breeze moves lightly across the harbor. It touches your face. It cools your skin. Then it disappears again, leaving the air calm and settled. You feel your shoulders drop. Your jaw softens. Your breathing grows deeper. Nothing here asks you to stay alert. Nothing needs to be remembered. Nothing needs to be decided. The harbor holds the night steady. It keeps everything moving slowly. You pause near the edge of the stone. You look down at the water. The surface reflects light and darkness together. Gold stretches across blue-black water, then bends gently, then smooths again. You breathe in. The water recedes. You breathe out. The wave returns softly. Each breath pulls you deeper into calm. Each wave carries away another thought. You notice how warm the light feels against the cold air, how balanced the night has become. Nothing too bright, nothing too dark. Your steps grow even slower now, almost drifting, almost floating. The path curves again ahead. It leads toward a quieter corner of the harbor, a place where fewer lights reach the water. The sound of the waves grows softer there, not because they stop, but because they settle even more gently. You feel safe in this quiet space, wrapped in darkness and warmth together, held by repetition and stillness. The harbor seems to breathe with you now. In, out. The water whispers. The lights remain steady. The night deepens around you. You continue walking slowly, beside the whispering water, toward a place of complete stillness waiting ahead. You reach a quieter stretch of the harbor. Here the stone path widens slightly before ending near the water. The space feels open and still. You slow to a stop, not because you need to, but because your body feels ready to rest. A low wooden bench sits near the edge of the harbor. Its surface is cool and smooth. You lower yourself onto it gently. The bench holds your weight without sound. The night does not shift. The harbor remains calm. You sit facing the water. The dark surface stretches outward. It feels endless and quiet. Small waves continue their steady motion. They rise. They touch the stone. They return to the harbor. The rhythm never changes. It does not need to. You breathe in slowly. The water draws back. You breathe out gently. The wave returns. Your breath and the water move together now. They no longer feel separate. The houses along the shore glow softly behind you. Their lights spill gently across the harbor. The reflections shimmer and settle. Nothing flickers sharply. Nothing startles the eye. Everything glows at the same calm level. A boat rests nearby. Its hull is dark against the water. It barely moves. The rope that holds it is loose and relaxed. It shifts quietly with each small wave. The sound is low and comforting. Above you, the winter sky opens wide. It feels deeper here, clearer. Stars rest quietly in the darkness. They do not sparkle brightly. They simply remain. Some stars appear faintly on the water below. Their reflections stretch and blur, then disappear again. They come and go without effort, without importance, without meaning. You let your gaze soften. You do not focus on any one point. You allow the light and dark to blend. Your eyes grow heavier, not from tiredness, from ease. The cold air touches your skin, but the glow from the harbor keeps you comfortable, balanced. You notice how safe this place feels. The water is calm. The shore is steady. The night is gentle. Nothing moves quickly. Nothing interrupts. Nothing asks for your attention. You breathe in again. The harbor pulls back slightly. You breathe out. The wave returns softly. Each breath carries you deeper inward. Each wave smooths the edges of your thoughts. Memories drift through your mind, then float away like reflections on the water. You do not hold on to them. You let them pass. Your shoulders sink lower. Your hands rest loosely in your lap. Your jaw softens. The muscles in your face relax. Your brow smooths. Your breathing deepens. The harbor feels like a cradle. The water rocks the night gently. The lights remain steady. You feel supported, held at ease. The stars above seem farther away now, yet closer in feeling, like quiet companions. The waves continue their whisper. They repeat the same soft message, again and again. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to end. You allow yourself to remain still. You allow the night to carry you. Your breath becomes slower, longer, smoother. In, out. The water responds. The wave retreats. The wave returns. Your thoughts grow fewer. Your awareness narrows gently. There is only the bench, the water, the light. Everything else fades into softness. The harbor holds you quietly beneath the winter stars. It asks nothing of you. It offers only rest. You are safe here, by the water, by the warmth, by the steady rhythm of the night. And as the waves continue to whisper, and the lights remain calm, and the stars rest above, you allow yourself to drift, slowly, comfortably, into deep, peaceful sleep. You remain seated by the quiet harbor. Nothing asks you to move. Nothing asks you to listen more closely. The night has settled completely now. The water continues its gentle rhythm. The waves arrive and return without change. You breathe in slowly. The water draws back. You breathe out gently. The wave returns to the stone. Your breath feels effortless. It flows without direction. It comes and goes on its own. The lights along the shore glow steadily. They do not flicker. They do not fade. They simply remain. Warm reflections stretch across the dark water. They move softly. They settle again. The stars above feel distant and calm. They rest quietly in the winter sky. Some shimmer faintly on the surface below, then drift away. Your body grows heavier now, not tired, just deeply relaxed. Your shoulders sink, your hands rest comfortably, your jaw loosens. There is nothing you need to remember, nothing you need to hold, nothing you need to release. The harbor carries the night gently. The water holds its rhythm. The air remains calm and still. You are safe here, by the quiet water, by the steady lights, by the calm winter stars. The night wraps around you softly, like a warm blanket over cool air, like a gentle promise of rest. You do not need to follow the waves anymore. They will continue without you. You do not need to watch the light. It will glow on its own. Your breathing becomes slower, longer, smoother. In, out. The harbor fades into quiet darkness. The water continues to whisper. But you no longer need to listen. Your thoughts drift away like reflections on the sea, soft, distant, unimportant. You allow yourself to rest completely now, held by the night, held by the harbor, held by the quiet winter stars. And gently, slowly, you drift into deep, peaceful sleep.